Why is your age such an important factor in your Social Security disability case? I'm Jonathan Ginsberg, and I'm a Social Security disability attorney serving clients throughout the country. Now, a lot of times when I speak to people, one of the first questions I ask is, how old are you? And the reason for this is that your age is actually a very important factor in a disability claim. And the reason for that is really mathematical, and that is that if you are 25 years old and you get approved, your claim will be a drain on the Social Security Disability Trust Fund for 35 to 40 years. By contrast, if you're 55 and you get approved, you'll be receiving disability benefits until you hit retirement age, which may be 7, 8, 10 years. Much less of an impact on the Disability Trust Fund. Disability judges are very aware of the solvency of the trust fund. You probably read in the news that if nothing is done, the trust fund may run out of money in the 2030s or 2020s or 2040s. It keeps changing. It's kind of a moving target. But regardless, judges are very aware that every claim that they approve is impacting that trust fund. So if you have everything else being equal, a 25-year-old is going to need stronger evidence, more complete evidence, no gaps in the medical treatment, maybe a functional capacity form that really shows a high level of disability before a judge will approve that person, whereas a 55-year-old will still need strong evidence, but the judge might give that person the benefit of the doubt. If there's gaps in treatment because the person couldn't afford to go to the doctor, the judge may say, okay, I understand that, and look more at the evidence. The judge will also assume that an older person is going to have a more difficult time snapping back from a medical problem, whereas a younger person will be presumed to heal up more quickly. So does that mean that if you are 25 years old, you have no chance at winning disability benefits? Not saying that at all. 25-year-olds can win, 30-year-olds can win. I've had many cases for younger claimants who've won, but the common denominator there is that if you are younger, if you're in your 20s or 30s, you need a much higher level of evidence. You need to show that there's no gaps in treatment. You've got to have a compelling evidence that shows a very, very serious problem. You've got to have very strong support from your doctor basically saying that you have no capacity for work at all, and that despite your age, you're not going to snap back, you're not going to recover as quickly. Whereas if you're in your 50s, and I've had this happen recently with several cases where my client had, let's say, an MRI that was 2 or 3 years old as opposed to one that was 6 months old, the judge is willing to accept that because, again, a 55-year-old just has, there's almost more credibility. The judge will assume that the person has tried to work, has had a long work history. They'll just give them more of the benefit of the doubt, maybe is a good way to put it. So you can still win if you're younger, but the level of evidence actually has to go up as your age is lower. So the older you get, the level of evidence you need starts to go down a little bit. I'm not saying that's fair, that's right, that's just the way it is. So if you're younger and you're applying for disability benefits, realize that if you're in your 20s or 30s or early 40s, it's more of an uphill battle. You're going to need stronger evidence. That's something you would talk to your attorney about. What evidence do you need to win? And it could be medical evidence. It could be non-medical evidence like statements from former coworkers or supervisors. Sometimes you got to get creative. And of course, the underlying medical condition has to be very serious. But that's why age is important. And one final thing about age is that there's actually a theory of disability called the grid rules that apply only for people, with very limited exception, but pretty much only for people over age 50. So Social Security really even has a built-in bias in favor of people over age 50 in its system. So if you are over age 50, you definitely have an advantage. And if you're thinking about applying for disability, that's when you should pick up the phone, call my office or call a disability attorney to discuss what your odds of winning are, because again, if you're older, you have a more significant medical problem. Hope this has been very helpful. My name is Jonathan Ginsberg. Please give this video a thumbs up on YouTube, like it on Facebook, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Hit that bell so you'll be notified, and also like our Facebook page. And if you haven't already done so, go to my website, ssdanswers.com. You've got an opportunity to get a free Secrets to Winning Disability Survival Kit there. Comes by email download, as well as you can ask for a case evaluation, no matter how old you are. So my name again, Jonathan Ginsberg. Look forward to hearing from you soon. Thanks a lot. Hi, this is Jonathan Ginsberg, and I hope you found this video helpful. If you'd like to know more about how to win your Social Security disability case, I'd like to invite you to download my Secrets to Getting Approved Early Survival Kit that I created just for people like you. Currently, I'm making the survival kit available at no cost, and I encourage you to grab your copy now. Some of the topics I cover include: how do I know if I have a case? Is it the right time for me to file my claim? 9 common mistakes that can doom your case. The 3 must-have arguments you use to win your case. And a topic that every disability claimant wants to know: how to avoid trick questions from the judge. If you or a loved one need to win Social Security disability benefits, you'll find the Survival Kit essential reading. Download your Survival Kit right now and at no cost. Just visit ssdanswers.com/survival and sign up. It's that easy. Please act now. And as always, I wish you the best.